Hello everyone and welcome to our Read Along Tuesday. Our story today is called Little Miss Scary by Roger Hargreaves. Little Miss Scary lived near the top of a mountain in a house called Spooky Cottage. When it was dark, she would creep into the valley below, making sure that nobody saw her. And there she would wait very quietly until somebody came along. And when that somebody did, she would tiptoe up behind them, open her mouth wide, and shout, "Boo!" And do you know why Little Miss Scary did this? For fun! You see, she loved to scare people more than anything else in the world, and she was very good at it. She scared them stiff. Boo! Ouch! She scared them out of their wits. Boo! Oh! She even scared them right out of their socks. Boo! Oh no! About a week ago, Mr. Noisy went to see his friend Mr. Jelly. Mr. Noisy was worried because he hadn't heard from his friend for a long time. When he got to Mr. Jelly's house, he knocked on the door. Spookily, the door swung open by itself. "Hello," called Mr. Noisy as soft as he could. Then he heard a chattering noise coming from the bedroom. Mr. Noisy found Mr. Jelly hiding under his bed and his teeth chattering in fear. "What's the matter, Mr. Jelly?" It's Little Miss Scary," chattered Mr. Jelly. She keeps jumping out and shouting boo at me." Mr. Noisy made Mr. Jelly a cup of tea to calm him down and told him what they were going to do. Just as it was getting dark, they hid behind the bush beside the lane that was beside Mr. Jelly's house. They waited until they saw Little Miss Scary shadowing coming near to them. Then Mr. Noisy and Mr. Jelly crept out from their hiding place, tiptoed behind Little Miss Scary, and at the top of their voices they shouted together, "Boo!" "Ow!" shouted Little Miss Scary. Now, the top of Mr. Noisy's voice is very loud, indeed, so loud that Little Miss Scary, she was jumping 5 feet in the air. She didn't stop running until she was hidden under her bed, in her bedroom in the spooky cottage at the top of the mountain. "I don't think you'll be seeing so much of her for a long while, Mr. Jelly," said Mr. Noisy. "Mr. Jelly! Mr. Jelly!" But there was no sign of Mr. Jelly either. Mr. Noisy chuckled again and walked back to Mr. Jelly's house to have a look under Mr. Jelly's bed. It seems that Mr. Jelly is still afraid. The end. And now, this is Little Miss Scary. Don't be like Little Miss Scary, and if anyone is doing like that, please advise them to stop scaring people. Thank you very much. See you next Tuesday.